Let me jump to verse 4. I'll come back to verse 3. As Adventists, grace is something that we must understand. It has to be drilled into our heads. Verse 4, what does it say of Romans 8? That the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled how? Listen to me, Adventists, me included. That the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled how? Not by us. Not by us. The righteousness of the law that God requires for us to enter heaven is not fulfilled by us. It is fulfilled how? In us. Now, I know this will make someone misunderstand this, but I need you to understand this it is key. It is key. Okay? And please don't misunderstand, because there's a very thin lining on this. Okay? The righteousness that God requires for us to enter heaven is not fulfilled by us. It is fulfilled how? Jesus Christ came down, lived a righteous life, okay? And then God, when you put your life in him, he gives you that life. Justification. You are justified, and guess what? You can enter heaven. Why? Because Christ's righteousness has been done what? Given in you. He has given you his righteousness. No one is going to heaven because they kept the law. No one. No one. Not Abraham, not Daniel, no one. They were all saved how? By grace. Through faith. But let's talk about faith, then I bring this to a close. Let's talk about faith. Faith, somewhere James says, faith without works is dead. Listen to this, because I need to balance this. If I have faith that if I sit on this chair, it will hold me down, okay? I'll not fall, okay? And I just sit and like, yeah, I have faith that if I sit on this chair, yes, it will hold me, okay? But I'm not sitting on it. Is that faith? Someone gave an illustration of this magician who went somewhere. He tied a rope from up there to the other end, and he brought a wheelbarrow, and he was like, okay, how many believe that I can push this wheelbarrow from that end to that end? Guess what? Everybody raised up there. Yeah, you could probably do that. You're a magician. Next question. How many want to come and sit on this wheelbarrow as I push it from that side to that side? How many record up their hands? If you have faith that this chair, if you have faith that if you sit on that wheelbarrow, this guy will actually push you in that rope to the other end, and you're not sitting on that wheelbarrow, do you have faith? Actually, James 2, verse around 19 says, even the devil has faith. Okay? Yeah, he believes Jesus is the Son of God. But where is that taking him? He's like this guy who says, okay, yeah, I know you have faith, you can push that wheelbarrow, but I'm not going to sit on it, because that's not faith. We are saved how? By grace, through faith. We are saved how? By grace, through faith. And that is how faith and works go hand in hand. Grace and works go hand in hand. No one, you need to understand this, no one is going to heaven because they kept the law. You are only going to heaven. Why? Because Christ took his righteousness and gave you his righteousness. But now because of grace, you can't continue living in sin anymore. Why? Because that faith that you have has to be portrayed how? Through actions. Now that you are saved, keep the law. We keep the law not to be saved. We keep the law because we are saved. Adventists, we don't keep the law to be saved. We keep the law because we are saved. You know why? Ephesians 2:8. What does it say? It is by grace that you've been saved through faith, not of yourselves, that you should boast. Because guess what? If it is works, Paul could really boast. If it is works, I can come here and say, I'm better than all of you. You don't sing as better as I do. I'm better than all of you. That's not what is taking us to heaven. No one is better than anyone in here. We are all under grace. We are all sinners. And we take time comparing ourselves within ourselves. I'm better than you in so many other ways. Really? Which Bible are you reading? That the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us who walk not of the flesh but of the Spirit.